Hey you guys, today I'm showing you X-Men Dark Phoenix. It's a little better view. Do you guys like this? I was filming this before and I didn't have my flash on, so it wasn't working so well for me. But look at this. So here's the front. I know you guys know that I have this before. Just kidding, never told you guys that I had this. Anyway, I had it for a few months now, and yes, this is not slime on my finger. This is actually nail polish. I failed to do my nails. Anyway, this is the X-Men front. Oh, this hit my camera. Sorry guys. Here's the back. Here's the little close up here. Magneto. You see Scott right there. And here's the front. A little closer. Here's all the characters. I know you guys can't see it well. Sorry. And shout out to Fox and all the actors that did this. This is a really great movie. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies in the trilogy so far. Like, here's the siding. You might not be able to see it well because I'm trying to get my phone to focus while I'm doing this. Well, it's not my phone, it's my camera. Here's a little bit of this. I will not be doing, like I did for the Fantastic Four, I am not going to be doing stuff like that with this. I will do a separate video with me explaining about the X-Men trilogy, but this movie is just basically about Jean becoming the Dark Phoenix, like Last Standing. If you guys haven't seen Last Standing, check it out before you see this one, and Apocalypse, and First Class, because it connects to this. Oh, and Futures Past, because they all connect to this. And this exact movie connects to Apocalypse. Like, this takes place after Apocalypse. And sorry, you guys, I really like this Scott. This is one of my favorite Scotts. Besides James Marsden, I love James Marsden. Shout out to him. And shout out to Sophie Turner for doing a great Jean in this trilogy. And shout out to, I forget how to pronounce his name, but shout out to this actor for doing Cyclops. Comment down below if you guys know, because I have no idea. And comment down below if I pronounced her name right. Oops, sorry. Pronounced her name right. And I know this is Jennifer Lawrence. She's a great Mystique. I'm just sad they killed her off. So basically they killed off Quicksilver and Mystique. I don't know if they killed off anybody else. Actually, yes I do, because they didn't. Besides the villain, obviously, but they didn't kill off anybody else. There's Charles. I love this Charles. He's one of my favorite Charles. He's really nice. Like a nicer version of Charles. He's not old. He's a younger version. This takes place in the past. So I'm assuming in the future Jean comes back to life. And yeah, sorry you guys. And I'm assuming all these characters, she ends up coming back to life, and so does Quicksilver. No, Quicksilver stays dead. I'm pretty sure Mystique comes back to life, because in the future she's there too. Along with Beast, but Beast doesn't get introduced till like later on. And yeah. Charles, he gets really, really older with Eric, and Eric becomes more of a bad guy in the future. Just Charles becomes more quiet and distant from them in the future. Storm becomes more older, obviously, with Cyclops. They both become with Jean, but she's not alive at the moment. But they three of them become the original X-Men: Storm, Cyclops, and Jean. Oh, and Charles. You can't forget Charles. They become those four become the original X-Men. Magneto, he never joins the X-Men. Well, he did in First Class, then he left, and then he joined again, and then he left. It's just like a certain thing. I love this actor though. They picked a good Magneto. Shout out to him. Because he's really awesome at him. I don't know what his name is, but I know he's really good at it. So is James here. His name is actually James. And shout out to the guy that plays as Beast. This Beast is one of my favorites. So is Quicksilver. I love Evan Peters. Quicksilver. Sorry, I'm pointing at the wrong dude. I'm pointing at him then. Sorry, you guys. He's my favorite Nightcrawler. And I think this Cyclops is in second place. The first place is James Marsden. Nobody would ever replace the original cast of the X-Men, but this X-Men Storm, more creative, more like I gotta say more, like, towards the silent side of things. Like, she doesn't talk much. Like, she doesn't have much lines. Sorry, guys. I'm moving a lot. And Beast, he has a lot of lines, but it's not as, like, much as Scott or Mystique does before Mystique gets killed off. Sorry, you guys. And Mystique is actually one of my favorites in this one. But when she gets killed off, I actually cry. I cried. I'll explain more in the movie, like my review of the movie. And it's not going to be much lighting because I'm not going to show you the movie again. This is my only time. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Here's part 1 of 2 of X-Men Dark Phoenix.